Did you know that after music, the most popular category of video on YouTube is unboxing videos? Sounds pretty interesting, right? I wouldn't have expected that. But here we are doing an unboxing video. And where is my box, you may wonder? Well, it's right here. Here's my box. And this is the unboxing video. So let's start opening this box. I've ordered some books online, and we're going to open them up and we're going to check them out. This is very difficult to do with one hand, but I think I'll be able to do it. Hopefully I don't damage the products inside. I'm holding the camera with one hand here. Okay, there we go. I don't know how well that was in the shot. I may have to do some more cutting here. I always struggle with this Amazon tape. They do a good job taping it down, which is actually a good thing. I'd rather my items get here nice and secure. All right, so let's see what we have inside. Ooh, a lot of books here. So I had ordered some of the books from the Cassan Astor series. Here we have the first book in the series, Cassan, Astor, and the Desert Empress. Now I have some of these already, you can see on the shelf, but I ordered some more. I really like the look of this. The front cover is really cool. I like that you can see the foreboding boats in the distance. It really gives you a sense that something is coming and that she is on the precipice of something major. And there is a sense of unease and foreboding in the air. I also like that we don't really see her face. We can just see her reaction. And looking at it, there is just a degree in the air that something's not right. We also get a good sense of scale and scope. We can see how far away this is and how many boats are coming. It's a good size book. I like books about this size, has a nice back. And I like that this is a wraparound picture. You know, you can go all the way around from that archway and down the hall. So we have that book here. I ordered a few copies of that. We'll put that to the side. Here is the next book in the series, The Sea of Krakens. Another one where we get a shot from the back where we can see the character in the foreground, and you get a really good sense of scale as we look on. This one is great because you can see that the Krakens have been struck by spears and debris and swords and all sorts of things like that. And yet the Kraken rages on. So there's a sense that this thing cannot be stopped. And you can see the boy there, that's supposed to be Cassan, and he is just all alone, all by himself, nothing he can do. It's a similar size. If I hold them both up next to each other, you can see it. You can see they're about the same. I guess the second one's a little bit longer, but they're not too different. And again, it's a wraparound cover, which is really nice. I got a few of these. I'll put the other ones aside. There's another one. The colors are really nice on that too. The colors really pop in both the first and second book. Here's more of the Sea of Krakens. Pax Egyptus is really interesting. Very colorful. It's more of a kind of a computery designed cover. It's not as paintbrushy as far as the artistic style is concerned. It's one of the few covers where I do show a face. I like the ones that are from behind the back, but this one does have a face on it. Very interesting cover, though, with the sci-fi elements mixed with the ancient times elements. It's much shorter, as you can see. Very short book compared to the others. But that's a cool looking cover that's very eye-catching, I think. Battle Planet, that's another one where the character's face is featured on it, which I don't normally go for, but it works here, I think. The colors on this are really nice. The purple's really good. The logo Battle Planet is very big. I like how big that is. Champion of Earth right at the bottom there. I don't know, in case there's ever a sequel, I guess. But right now it's just this one. Decent size. It's a little bit shorter, I guess, than the Cassan Astor books, but Nice cover there. It's the same artist, actually, who did both of those covers as well. Speaking of which, we're going to move on to another one in the series. This is actually the fourth book. The third book should be in here somewhere. Let me see if it's in here. Uh-oh, it might not be. Perhaps it's coming in another order. But at least we can look at the fourth one now. This one has very popping colors. The orange makes it really stand out from the white, gray, and bluish colors of the rest of it. It's really creepy. This guy, you can't really see any of his face, the Harbinger, as they call him. So this one, imagine if you're out in the middle of this mountain and you're in the snow and you see this guy, that would be really creepy. It's a bit longer than the others. Let me hold them up next to each other here. I'm grabbing them off camera. Okay. It's a bit longer than the others, but they fit really nicely with each other, the same kind of design on the sides. And if I had the third book, which I don't know why it's not in here. Again, I did include it in the order, or at least I intended to. The third one's actually the longest of the four. And that one has a nice cover as well. The only one I haven't touched on yet that is also in this box is Iris, which is obviously a monster of a book. Look how thick this is. This book is has no business being this thick, but there's a lot to it. It's very dense. Really different kind of cover from the other ones we've been looking at. The other ones have been very sci-fi, kind of full pictures where there's a lot going on in each image. This one is a much closer up, more abstract. Obviously, it's a real photograph instead of a painting or a digital art. So this is just a totally different cover, but it evokes a sci-fi feel. It evokes a mystery kind of feel, really kind of creepy ideas and darkness, which is certainly compelling. Obviously, due to the nature of it, it is not a wraparound cover, but I like the blue on the top that shows it's underwater, where it starts with the layer of the water at the top, and then as you go down, it gets darker and darker and darker. The back has this little bit here where you can see the light through this crevice in the water. And again, on the top, you can see the light coming in. So it's a cool cover, just very different from the other ones. And obviously the book itself is massive. So that is this unboxing video. Hopefully my book, the Cassan Astor 3, shows up and that is not lost somewhere. But this is the unboxing video. Thank you for watching. It is interesting that unboxing videos are so popular on YouTube. Personally, I would not watch something like this, but evidently it's something that the viewing public is interested in.